All right, I'm going to remove all these drawings. But y'all know what it is already. Y'all can see these. We got this gargantuan candle last week, and we got a little fake out. Remember this week I told y'all it might not necessarily push up. It might push down, and we pushed down. We've ran this July low, right? If I go to this monthly joint, this is a monthly candle. We'd already taken out August. Now we ran July low. We got about 3 days left in this monthly candle. You already see what type of monthly candle we got going on here. We got one of those monthly candles that pay like she weigh. If I just size the monthly candle up, now I know y'all still have y'all's weekly markings on your chart, hopefully, right? But this is what the monthly candle would look like if this is as far down as we go. Maybe we'll go a little bit lower, but if I was a betting man, it's rounding off. We're probably going to head back up. We're going to have the opportunity to ride catbird. You don't have to go all in right now. You can get you a Twinkie size position and let it push up and break this 4-hour high, pull back, get you a bigger position, and you can just add size. Because if we just look at where we are right now, I want to go back to this 2-week joint. All right. If we look at where we are right now, for those of you who trade GN, if we just take it back to the green zone, that's 463 pips, 464 if you're nasty. And you can get you a nice steak dinner for 464 pips. Now, it's going to be some fluctuations. It's going to be some back and forth. But this move is highly likely. 578, highly likely. And maybe even as much as 744 to 78, right? We don't know if this is going to go to the 78 or not, but it would be great because it would tap right back in and it can make a move down or whatever it's going to do. It's sitting on top of the moving average, so it doesn't necessarily have to push further down. I mean, it could just keep buying up. So in that case, I would expect to see the wick on this candle. Then next week, I would want to see it open up, come down here, wick this low, and push higher. I know we're getting ahead of ourselves talking about next week, but I think we're about to witness some buy action on GN. I think we can say the same for EN, EA.
GA, because GA and GN look the same.
Yeah. So I think we're rounding the corner. Like if you look at these prices where it just flattens out across here. I mean, for all intents and purposes, last Friday was the bottom of the market. All this crap right here is just to take your money. This is just taking people money. Then you get this wick down below, right on time, Tuesday, price sits and hangs out. We should see that diarrhea-like explosion to the upside, and we can catch us some pippage going to the top side. All righty. Any questions on these power? I saw y'all was raping gold. I borrowed some money from oil a little bit too. Selene Did you take any profit on your oil as it sold?
Yeah, I got out. I'm not in oil anymore.
So you took your L. You didn't take no profit when it's down here.
Oh yeah, I got out before it started buying.
Okay, but everybody should see what's going on with big all, man, big all. So, um, big oil is one of these joints that I can't really trust to follow what we been doing. To me, this is clear as mud. Came down, we wicked the swing low, pushing back to the top side. Um, what I would like to see is for it not to run this high, right? Maybe grab the liquidity from this trend line, if that's what you want to call it. Maybe grab this liquidity. Um, I'm sure there's an imbalance if I looked at the 1 hour. I know it is because I had it marked up and it never came. Guess I was mistaken. That's just a bearish OB. It's been used a couple of times. Maybe you don't get to that level. Perhaps, Dr. Johns, perhaps you feeling this imbalance, maybe. Okay, so basically this is a trend line. Look for it to at least grab the liquidity. Maybe come close this imbalance. Then I would suspect that it would get a pullback, like at the end of the month. It hasn't really been pulling back that much, but if you do the math on that candle, maybe it pulls back to one of these areas where you can look for it to buy on up into this yellow zone here. All right, gold's bum behind. Gold and all those indices dropped it like it was hot. Maybe we drop down here to the equal lows. That's where I had my little target thing going. But maybe we don't. Maybe it's at the 78 now. So maybe we don't get down here to equal lows. Maybe we'll look to turn and burn. But it's at 1900, which is a good quarter level. Take it back to 1925, which makes sense. I have an imbalance right here, I think. It tapped in once. It didn't close it, but it tapped in at 1928. So there isn't an imbalance that stops here at 1922. All right, so whenever gold turns around, this area I would target for show. And if we make it out of this area, maybe we tap in This is considered a tap into the order block, but maybe it will go as high as this imbalance that was tapped into but not closed. What time frame is that on? 15 minute. Okay, it's a 15-minute imbalance that was tapped, but it wasn't closed. So, do what you will with that information. But I know we have a clean run to 1920. Price looks like it's rounding off. Like I wouldn't be in a hurry for any of these trades because, gold pays like it weighs. Man, wouldn't it be great if it goes all the way up here to 1945? That's for the 1 hour imbalances. But even the trades, GN, GA, if I'm trading this, which I am, I ain't got to do nothing until it crosses the 4 hour. This is another one. This is a great trade. I don't have to do anything until price crosses this 4 hour. Why, Todd? Because even after the price crosses this 4 hour, I have 300, I got 400 pips. And I know it's going to pay. Down here, where you're guessing, I got a bullish order block that closed here and it puts you in drawdown. You don't have to do any of this guessing. You can just wait, let it cross, hop in. You don't have to go heavy. You can let it push up and pull back. Then you can get, heavier. And then you'll have 400 pips to work with. So you're going to get some pullbacks in this run up the same way you got some pullbacks on the run down. So trust your analysis. Do your analysis. Look at the monthly candles that's giving you these ridiculously high pip counts. Understand where we are. Like closing out the month, this candle went about 800 pips, 772, 775 pips. So the zone of this thing is way up here, 168.09, 168.10, 400 pips. Bruh, we got this. This is easy money. Easy. And then once it pushes up, you can turn around and hop in and sell it. If you think about what happened, we pushed down, we broke this low. Price comes back up, closes the imbalance, taps into the order block. Rejects from that order block, something serious. Now all we need is a tap in and we can trade it back down to these lows. And if oil keeps pushing the way it's pushing, it's going to get there. Just a trade idea for the futures, like 1,700 pips. EC is similar. EC broke these lows, right? Came back up right into the imbalance, tapped right in, pushed down, pulled back up into this imbalance, escaped again. So just look for these to do the same thing. We have like great opportunities, great setups. We just now we just need a little patience. A little patience. If y'all been selling the indices, you're probably rich. I missed that big move today. But you just can't get in everything, man. I like Nas's chart better than this one, but drop base, drop. We got equal lows here. Maybe it'll be a time for this to pull back and start turning around too. The indices owe us a lot of upside. It owes us to this imbalance right here. Imbalance that I was thinking that we could have ran into either one of these imbalances this week. But that's why you mark your charts up and leave them alone, because now you get to see, here's a 2-week chart. You got a 2-week order block. We have an imbalance in there. We'll get a reaction. Maybe it'll go past it. Maybe we'll just go tap in and sell off and come back and get these imbalances later on. Just depends on what the fundamentals are. Any questions? Right.
And that thing moves so fast, it'll throw you right into your perfect sell position, man. So gotta love that.
Yeah, it's we've witnessed some incredible moves, man.
Hey.
Look at this double top, ending the month with this double top up here. Wouldn't that be nasty? Anybody got any questions? Please take one of these trades. Take it to the bank. Grow your account. Go buy a steak, marinate it, sit on the grill while you out back smoking your joints with your kids or your family or whatever on Christmas. We know how Selena get down. Y'all could be firing it up to these market collapses. Now y'all see how we're at the top of this market too. We at the top of UJ. We at the top of this. Price is wicking out, basically telling you that I got to sell. I got to sell. I'm out of gas. I got to sell. I got to sell. It's a beautiful thing. Hopefully y'all are eating. $2023. We got 3 more months, 2 more months, 3 more months. October, November, December. We got 3 more months. If you're not where you want to be, you still have time. And then when the new year come in and we start turning that corner, you'll have a realistic view of the possibilities. Even if you don't feel like you're catching the moves that or you didn't catch all the moves that you saw.
Having the conversations and discussing what makes sense as far as the news. We're seeing together what works and what doesn't work. We see the immediate into the spotty reaction times. Like when they raise interest rates, we're seeing how it gives you a boost in price first, and then it drops. We see that to be true. We get to find out in the moving forward when they cut the interest rates, what kind of reaction we're going to get. Is it going to be immediate? Is it going to be delayed? We'll see it. And then once we get the cutting of the interest rates, that's pretty much all we'll see throughout our lifetime as traders is when they raise interest rates and cut interest rates. Those are our big move points. So, and of course, buy low. Once this low is in, we're not going to have a low point for another 20 years. So it's very, very, very special what we're dealing with right now.
Everybody good to go?
I think so.